losers bracket. We've got SS4 Gogeta versus SS4 Son Goku Daima. So two yellow decks. Ooh, and this is a good play. So we see Healing Pod on turn 1 and a pass. It's hard to tell if the Gogeta player okay, so just Healing Pod on 1. Daima's gonna get to go second here. I think this is the first one we've had on stream. No, yeah, I guess we just had blue versus blue, so now we've got yellow versus yellow. So we see the Majin Do here. It draws a card, and then when you evolve on top of it, the card on top gets barrier for the turn. And now we're going to see the leader swing. The leader on swing will go top 5 for a yellow Demon Realm card. So lots of targets in this deck for that. Super combo is one of the best targets. And comboing the Do. I assume making his Z energy to set up the Z Unison next turn. Alright, so Gogeta takes the hit there, goes down to 7. Not 0. 7. So we'll probably see the Z Unison here for Gogeta. It is a 15k one cost blocker Unison, and it's permanent where if it has 2 or fewer markers on it, it can't attack or activate blocker. And it has a +1 when your multicolor pan or multicolor card with GT and its character name is played, you get to take a life and give your leader 5k for the turn. So we get the leader swing here. The leader will draw on swing on the front side and then add a card. So it looks like we are down to 6 life for Gogeta. Possibly 5 life here. And then we play the 30k Vegeta. Now you cannot attack the Unison if you have a multicolor card with GT in play. So in order to get at the Unison, the Daima player would have to remove that Vegeta first. But next turn you're going to get to awaken and revive that Vegeta, and Healing Pod will proc, so will be pretty neat. So yep, we're gonna get the Z Unison here, the Perunda Z Unison. It can't attack, but it does facilitate getting more 1-drops out. So just so you know exactly what it does, it can't attack. 15k, has a +2 to place a card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. Play a yellow battle card with a cost of 1 and 5,000 combo from your deck, or drop in rest mode with skills negated. So a little bit of pixelation here on the side of our Daima player, but that is the 8-cost double strike dual attacker getting searched off of the leader front side. And then we're going to go down to 6 life to draw 2 and awaken. And the Gogeta player will combo a card and take the hit. So now is able to awaken. Alright, so I think right there we use the ability of the Vegeta to pitch and go top 7 and add a card with Evolve and potentially missed. I'm not sure on that. That's tough to go top 7 and whiff. If we did any more swings here, the Gogeta player would be able to awaken and start playing some activate battle guys out to the board. So be interesting to see if that's what Gogeta wants to do, or just wait till its own turn to start to fill up the board. Alright, so we search with the leader to play the 1-drop. It goes top 3. The Vegeta goes top 3 when it is played for a Demon Realm, I assume. Any yellow Demon Realm. Yep, and then you put the other cards at the bottom of the deck. So we'll see if we use the Piranha Unison ability as well here to bottom deck a card and get a target. Yep. So bottom deck a card and then go search the card. The 1-drop Goku will come out. That card does have its skills negated, so you don't get to switch an opponent's battle card for Unison to rest mode when it's played off of the Unison, but it has an auto limit 1 when your Demon Realm card with Evolve is played on top of this card, draw a card, and that will happen if a card with skills evolves on top of it. So we just leave them hanging here in rest mode. Gogeta charges a mono color energy here, so we'll see if that... It's tough because the healing pods are dead once they're in hand, but you do want to have multis in your energy, so we'll see. Alright, so we get the 4-drop here. That is an offering card, so we'll see if Daima wants to crit a life or let the opponent draw 2. We're going to see an Evolve here. The Evolve will play the Vegeta, and the 6-drop Vegeta is a dual attack, or sorry, it is a double striker, sorry. It draws a card on Evolve, and when it's played, you switch it to active mode and choose up one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and negate its skills until the end of your opponent's turn. So I'm not sure what we're going to choose there, but gets played out maybe just to avoid the minus 20k there on the 1-drop going. But the other one got cleared, and now the Gogeta player has awakened. I wish I knew which card got negated. You would think the 30k Vegeta would be your best target so that it can't revive. Alright, now we're going to play the other offering 8 cost, the SS4 Sun Goku. It's activate main / battle. You get to play that out for 1, Spirit Boost 1 for offering, and it looks like the Daima player will crit another life here, and must have taken a life on one of the swings, down to 3 life here already, and now a 30k swing coming in. Alright, so we're going to get a super combo to attempt to defend here. And another super combo. But still have quite a few swings coming in. It's going to be difficult to defend with just combo power here. Still 2 open energy for our Gogeta player as well. So now we have another 30k swing coming in. Looks like no negate, so we're just going to combo that up to 35. And unless you have 2 more supers, this is probably going to be a take. Alright, so going through the deck, I'm going to assume this is for the leader ability. The leader has an activate battle where you can play a 1-drop from deck or drop in rest mode. It does have its skills. So this 2 is a counter attack, but when it's played on your opponent's turn, the next time you activate an evolve skill on a Majin 2 card, you can reduce that by 1. So that will bring out, in theory, an infinite blocker, but it takes the damage here. And then I think we just got a pass. So we have a 25k double strike coming in. Gonna tap 1 for Bardock, so the attack will go through. Then we'll have to pop cards in rest mode to keep the turn going, which is not impossible for Daima, putting the 1-drops that it generates into the drop, but also not what the deck wants to do. It wants to evolve on top of those 1-drops, not put them in the drop for no reason. So hand size looking kind of small for our Gogeta player, and takes the double. Alright, so these guys are living on the edge. 2-2 here. 3 open energy. There are quite a few cards in rest mode here. If the Daima player has the Gogeta SCR, tap the marker and 3 energy, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and I would get 5 energy markers. That would be really strong. Plays the Daima. Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. Did see that coming. So played the Goku first to get an additional marker. Good play. Use the leader ability. Has 6 markers. You don't want to pop the board here because that'll put the blocker back in active mode, but it's also tricky because there are cards in the Gogeta deck that can be problematic, right? The Trunks, when it's played, you choose up one of your opponent's battle cards and negate its skills for the turn. So you would lose out on the board wipe if you chose not to use it. So that's tough. You might just clear the board and then deal with it later. You can pop all your own energy here to win with Bardock. So this is double strike coming in. Pops the Vegeta. And this is 35k dual double that will pop 2 cards. Chooses to pop the Vegeta, which is interesting. Oh, I forgot, it negates their skills and KOs them. So that doesn't even... The Gogeta would have not negated their skills, but this Goku does negate the skills. So no revive, no drawing off of pod. That is a bummer. And this is a tall number here for Gogeta to have to get out of. Nope. Cannot do it. So you see Gogeta just changing the nature of the game here. Swinging the tide in favor of the Goku player, and that is a wrap. Daima Goku doesn't really show off any of what it can do with the evolve stuff. It just plays Gogeta SCR and its big 8-drop bomb and wins the game. So would have liked to see a little bit more there between these two competitors, but great game nonetheless.